Okay, hey guys, just a quick update video. So I am just a little over 3 months post-op. I don't even know what the date is, but I had my operation done, my lap band done on May 5th of 2014, and I got down the other day to 279. Yay! So I was officially out of the 280s. Past couple days I weighed myself and I'm still about 280, 279, it varies, but I'm very proud of myself, and so I started at 318, so I've lost 39 pounds since the beginning, so almost 40, so close. I'm very excited with my progress, and I just wanted to let those of you know who are getting the lap band done. The lap band is not a simple procedure and then it's done and that's it. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of adjustments, there's a lot of fills and maybe even unfills. There's a lot of trying to figure out how much you can eat and testing your boundaries and hopefully not testing them enough so that you get sick. I personally haven't gotten sick yet. I haven't thrown up, I haven't PB'd, I haven't slimed or any of that other stuff. The closest I've come is that I eat too much, and after this last fill, I've actually quite a few times gotten to the point where I've eaten too much that I have a really bad stomach ache and really bad indigestion. So for the past couple days I've been really taking my time to chew slowly and take small bites, and it's really helped the indigestion factor. So, you know, the lap band, it's not an easy procedure. There's a lot to it, and a lot of people kind of bash the band for having problems and all this stuff. With that being said, I would just like to say that I went out the other night with some guy, a mutual friend of some friends, and let's just say that he wasn't too keen on the band. He had the gastric bypass, and he was sitting there and saying how, he said, "Oh, you've only lost 35 to 40 pounds in the past 3 months? Wow, I don't think it's tight enough." I love when people try and tell me that that the band isn't good, or that I haven't lost enough weight or whatever. Actually, he's the first person that said anything like that. But I was kind of shocked because with him, he had the gastric bypass 5 years ago and he lost 200 pounds. Awesome. He lost it really quickly, and then he gained a whole bunch back, and now he's trying to lose it again. So, you know, that's why I get so frustrated when people bash the band and people say that it's not a good decision and all that stuff, because who are you to tell me that the lap band isn't a good surgery when you've gained your weight back and now you're trying to lose your weight because, you know, of the surgery that you chose. That's what happened to you. Recently I have another friend, a good friend of mine, who tried to talk me out of getting the band before I had it, and she said, you know, "I'm really worried about you. You're my good friend. You know, I went and I had the sleeve done." I think she had the bypass done, and she said, "You know, my doctor doesn't recommend the band," and like all this negative stuff. And she really tried to talk me out of it, being a good friend and you know, not trying to be negative and rude, but she really didn't want me to have the band, you know. Well, unfortunately, I guess recently, it got to the point where she got really sick. She lost a whole bunch of weight, looks amazing, and now she has an eating disorder and is having a lot of problems and is in the hospital. So, you know, just for those of you who are thinking about getting the band, or thinking about maybe another kind of surgery, or have heard bad things about the band, you know, do your research. Don't go based on what other people say. The band is so different for so many different people. Another thing, she's malnourished. She doesn't have, her body is like depleted of vitamins. Same thing with that guy. He can't process vitamins, or he can't, you know, you don't have like a stomach to absorb all your vitamins and all that. So, anyway, just my little rant on that. It's a very personalized surgery for everybody who goes through it. So I don't think there's one surgery that's better for somebody else. That's better than the other. I think it's all very personal. Anyway, I've lost 39 pounds, only 39 pounds, in a little over 3 months, and you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy with it. Slow and steady is how you win the race, in my opinion. I'm not where I want to be as far as Couch to 5K and all that, because I think after my fill, I was eating too fast and not chewing my food properly, and I was used to being able to eat and chew, you know, eat more and chew less. I think that because of that, recently I started having really bad indigestion, and I was trying to run, and all of a sudden I would get really bad chest pains, and I ended up going to my lap band doctor. I called him and I said, I'm having these chest pains. I think maybe the band is too tight. And he checked the band. He did a barium swallow, which is where they have you swallow that white chalky stuff, and they checked the band and everything. And he said, well, the liquid's going through fine. It seems okay. You've lost a few pounds since your fill in only a few days. He said, I think you're doing good. So he said, why don't you call your primary care doc and do a stress test? So I'm going to do that, but I really think that maybe it's because I'm not chewing well enough. I don't know. So I'm still learning. The band is definitely a learning process. I think all the surgeries are, but it's a learning process. I have to learn what I can tolerate, what foods I can tolerate, and what I can't. And so I'm constantly learning as I go, and that's okay. I knew that's what it was going to be. I knew what I was getting into. There's nothing wrong with that. I think this band will teach me a lot about my habits and about different foods and all that stuff. So, but I have been going to the gym. I've been doing really well. I still have no idea what's going to happen with this 5K in October, because I walked like a mile and a half with my sister-in-law and my brother today, and I was like pretty sweaty and tired, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to run this, let alone another mile and a half, 2 miles. So we'll see. I'm going to keep trying. I'm not going to give up.